here. I just finished reading William Fryer Harvey's short story, August Heat. It's about a freaky coincidence. Actually, two freaky coincidences. Remember, the topic of a story is what the story is about. Believe it or not, I got the chills reading it. It really gave me the creeps. The theme of the story is the overall message the author wants to communicate. It can take some effort to figure out the theme. To uncover the meaning in a story, you really need to read the text carefully, locating textual evidence. Identifying a story's theme usually involves interpreting the meaning of key plot events and what main characters say and do. In August Heat, the main character is an artist named James Clarence Withencroft. It's important to note that Withencroft is also the story's narrator. The story is written as a journal entry from his point of view. It's a scorching day in August 20th to be exact, but Withencroft forgets all about the heat as he sketches his best work. Withencroft says the sketch gives him a rare sense of happiness. This detail really struck me as peculiar while I was reading. I think it's a hint that it may be important to the story's theme. The sketch shows a convicted criminal who has just heard his sentence and has an expression of utter absolute collapse. Something like this. Later, Withencroft has a chance encounter with a friendly stonemason named Charles Atkinson. Astonishingly, Atkinson is the man in Withencroft's sketch. But how could Withencroft sketch a man he'd never met before? Coincidence? Maybe. Their encounter becomes increasingly bizarre when Withencroft sees that Atkinson has just finished crafting a headstone that has Withencroft's name and birth date on it. Stranger yet, the date of Withencroft's death is the same as the day of the story. Despite the intense heat, a cold shudder runs down Withencroft's spine. Perhaps he fears that the headstone's prediction may come true. Withencroft then shows Atkinson his sketch. Atkinson's friendly expression changes to match the one of the convicted man from Withencroft's sketch. The men's reactions to these strange events point to the story's theme. Later that evening, Withencroft asks Atkinson if there's any chance his sketch might accurately predict the future, as that would confirm his fears. Atkinson dismisses the possibility, but tells Withencroft that he should stay with him until midnight to prevent any chance of a freak accident occurring during Withencroft's journey home. Withencroft agrees. He goes on to reflect upon the day's events in his journal. He's writing this narrative while trying to cheat his own death. Withencroft writes, "This is where Harvey ends the story." These important details hint at possible themes involving fate in August Heat. The details leave readers wondering if Withencroft's fate is to be murdered by Atkinson or by someone else. Or perhaps neither man is in danger after all. Maybe Atkinson isn't worried because he knows he's not a murderer. Of course, a story can have more than one theme. Free will can overcome fate. Or is one's fate inescapable? Harvey lets the reader determine the theme based on which textual details the reader chooses to focus on, such as the cliffhanger ending or the excessive heat, which can make a man mad. I need to get out of this heat now. See you next time.